Hello everyone, my name is MrimmoaeAhmed, and in this video I will solve Edexcel IGCSE ICT paper 2 November 2024. So if you look into the paper, we have in total we have 100 mark for this paper, and there will be 2 sections, and then there is an instruction to candidate is also given, so which means this paper is consist of 2 sections. Each section contains several tasks, and then they mention you what type of software you have to need it for the different type of tasks like section A and B, and how they will give you the mark for that one as well. So now if we move to the third question, third page, sorry, we can able to see that there is a scenario. So in the scenario, we can able to see that Leandro owns a paper-based stationery company based in the UK that sells stationery online. So these are the company contact detail. They provided you address, telephone number, email, and website address. This one is sometimes needed when we need to create a PowerPoint slides or maybe Microsoft Word related question. So most of the time we need this type of scenario because most of the student, they go through the document or the data file and they didn't find out where is the address is. So they added the address in the scenario. So this part is quite important to remember. Now, if we move to the section A, which is task A1, we can able to see that the first question is we have to create a logo. Leandro wants you to create a logo using the sketch provided. Open the document logo sketch, and then we have to create the logo like this way. So here we will do when we will started to work on this. First of all, we have to make sure about the folder structure. So when it comes to the folder structures, I already created a folder which is YouTube solution, and here I added all the question paper, merge scheme, and the data files basically. But you don't actually need the merge scheme and data files in this one, so you just focus on the data files one. So this is the solution where I will do the solution for each question, right? So this one is the task A1, A and B. So maybe I can just create a folder for task A1. So whatever things I will do, I will just save that particular files to here. Okay, so the first question is create the logo based on Leandro's sketch. The logo must be fit for purpose and match the sketch to include. So we can see how the sketches look like. So each case is obviously provided in maybe images folder. If it is not provided in the image folder, maybe we can open the Office 2010 folder, and there we can see that they provided a sketch like that, like this. Okay, so what we will do, we will follow the structure whatever they did here, and then we will create a sketch. But this time we will not using Photoshop, we will be using PowerPoint to create this one. Okay, so I will open the PowerPoint then. So try to take a pencil with you when you are solving this question, because it will help you to mark, the point that you already completed. Okay, so we will take a blank presentation, and whatever will be here, we will just remove that part. Okay, done. So now if I look into this one, so how it looks like, it's like a triangle with a rectangle, right? So what we will do, we will take a shape. So we will go to the insert, and then there is a number of shapes are there. So from there we will choose this one. This one is a similar like that one. So maybe we can draw it like this, and then we can rotate it to this. So after that, what we will do, we can able to see the color outside, the border color is red and inside it's yellow, right? So we can right click here, and then we can choose the outline to red and field to yellow. Okay, so this one is done. Then we can able to see that they added a notebook. So first of all, we focus on the top part, so which is paper based, that we have to add. So for that thing, we will again take another shape, maybe this one. This one is a little bit curvy, right? So we can add it maybe like this and then try to rotate that one. Okay. And then put it like this. Yeah. So done. So here the thing is that this one is a little bit, this one is a yellow color, right? And there's a lot of, the border is a bit thick. So for that things, we can right click here, and then we have to identify where we can able to changes the thickness of this border. So we'll click the outline and then we will click on the wet. So maybe I will take the highest one, which is 6 point, and then I will changes the fill, because here if you look into the fill, it looks like this. So maybe we can focus on the outline. So it's done. Yeah, then we have to add the text, right? So for the text, what we can do, which is I will add a text box, and then here I will add paper base. So when I will add the paper base, I will use the format which is 𝐂𝐎𝐏 style. It's because the first word, which is P, first letter, right, is a capital letter, and then B is also capital letter. So this is called a 𝐂𝐿. Now I think it will be better if we make it a little bit bigger, like this, and then we have to format this one. So there's a one of the menu, which is shape format. Click on there, and there you will get an option about the transform. In the transform, choose this one. So yes, so maybe we can do a little bit. Yeah, so it's done, but we can see the color of the paper base is a red color. So maybe we can add the red color. So the paper base, the upper part is done. Now we'll be focusing on the notepad. So for when it comes to the notepad, maybe again we will take the shape, and here we will take the rectangular shape like this. A little bit big, so it will be easier for us to add the note and everything there. It's like this. Okay. So then when we added this one, now what we can do, which is like we have to make it a little bit rotate, and then we can add the circle here, which is so we will do the coloring a little bit later. First of all, we just focus on how can we be able to create this one. And okay, then for that thing, we also take a rectangle, because we have to fill it up, right? So we can take a rectangle here as well and try to make it a little bit. So yeah, I think it's done. Then when it comes to the circle, maybe we can take the circle to bring to front. I think it's okay now, right? So for the circle, they say that it should be black, and when it comes to this one, it should be red color. So maybe we can fill this one with red color. Okay, done. And so we can able to see that there is some of the pages symbol they added. So for that thing, we again take some of the, okay, so here we have to, for the outline, we have to change it to black, like this. So before that, we can also change this one, because this one, I think the shape fill need to be make it a white, because this one is a white color. And then try to put it a little bit up, and then we will take another shape, the same thing, which is the line, and add it like this. Try to add together like this way. And then here we will add the text, so which is a text box. We will add the text box, and here we will add notes. But the thing is that notes, they are not provided any color, so it should be black color. Maybe we can increase the size to 20 or something like that. Yes, done. So we almost completed everything, but this one will be a little bit curvy, I think. I think it's okay. It's okay. Don't need to focus on more than that. Yeah. So it's done. So when it's done, what we have to do, we have to make it a group, right? So we will drag everything in one cursor, and then we will right click. After that, we will add it a group. So it's a group. Now if you, so okay, it's not a group, right? So maybe when I will try this one, I can't able to select this one. So what you have to do, we can click on the shift button, and maybe, yes, now I think I select each and everything. Or otherwise you can also do one thing, which is you can press the shift and press and each and everything. So first of all, we will copy, we will make the group of this one, the triangle one. Okay, I think it's grouped now. So yeah, it's grouped already, it's done. So now I will right click here, and then they have an option about the save as pictures. So click on the save as pictures, and then when I will click on the save as pictures, I must have to choose the file that I already created, the folder that I already created. So the folder is text inside the desktop. It's a YouTube solution, and in the solution, which is task A1. And what will be the name of the pictures? If you look into this one, the name of the picture should be PB logo. And always try to go through this one. So we added the red outline, right? Blue text on the notebook. No, I think I added a black one. Notepad color done. Yellow fill for the background. Solid yellow fill under the company name. Okay, so this is all done, but this is the thing that I didn't do it yet. So maybe I will just changes the color to blue. Yeah, I think it's done. So now I will again solution. So now the name of this one is PB logo, and then I save it already, so we can see how it looks like now. So this one is not needed. Okay, so it is looking like this, right? I think it's quite perfect. Okay, now we can move to the next question. So we already completed task 1A, and then we will move to task A1B. So Leandro wants to include the logo on an existing image that will be used as a background on some advertising material. An image is saved as a stationery in the image folder. Open the image stationery. So there is one of the images provided, which is image stationery. Then we must have to edit the images. Add the name paper base on the orange pad at the top of the images. The name must be the width of the image, width of the pad, clear to read, and include the logo at the bottom right corner of the images. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do, you have to open the image folder, right? So we will go to the image folder first. So this is my image folder. So when I will go here, I will find that, okay, so this is the YouTube solution, and then this is the image folder. So here we can able to see the stationery images, right? So maybe we can take same PowerPoint, because we're not saving the PowerPoint, we are only saving the pictures. So here I will take another slides and then drag this one to here. That's it. So when I will drag it here, so here the first thing I actually don't need, just delete that part. Try to make it a little bit bigger, so it will be easier for us to understand how to work. So the question, the first thing they said, add the image, add the name paper base to the orange pad at the top of the images, right? So the name must be the width of the pad. So which means you have to add the paper base, and you have to take the space which is width of the pad, and it should be clear to read. So this is the pad, right? So what you can do, we can again uses the text box. So here we can use paper base like this, and then try to make it a little bit bigger. Maybe 48 will be enough. No, I think we need to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think it's perfect now. So we added the paper base, and I think it's clear to read as well. So include the logo in the bottom right corner of the images. So we must have to include the logo now at the bottom corner. So what I will do, I will again open this one, YouTube solution and my solution, and there wherever I create the logo, just paste it here. And then it automatically came here. So they say need to add it to the bottom right, so we can add it here. So I think we already done with the task A1B as well, and we have to save it. So how can we able to save it? Again, because it's a pictures, is it? First of all, try to make it a group as well. Okay, done. Then I will save as pictures. So I will add the pictures. I already is targeted on the folder. So what will be the name of the, so it says stationery 2, right? So just copy that one and try to paste it here, so it will reduces the chances of error then. So I already saved that one. Now if I open my solution, I can see it's not working, is it? So this is the one of the things which we have to be careful about. So okay, we can see what's the mistakes I did. Okay, so the thing is that when it comes to this one, we can't able to group the images with this one. So that's why we have to click here and then save as pictures. So might be because I selected both the text and the images as well. So now if I save this one with the name, then we can see how it looks like. Okay. Yeah, it's working now, right? So what is the tricks here? The tricks is like when we are saving, we must have to select both the text and the images as well. So which means we already done with the question task A1B, right? So if you have the pencil, try to click that you've done everything. Now we can able to focus on task A2. Yeah, so we move with the second question, which is task A2, and this question is basically about the database. So Leandro has collected information about stationery sales for the last month. The information is saved in the database dictionary. The database has 3 tables, and the product tables, they actually provide you all the information about the table. So when you will open the stationery database, you will get 3 tables. One is database, customers, and order table. So after that, they also added some of the data dictionary, which is product ID, description, data type, and all those things, right? So if we look down, then we can able to see that Leandro wants to use a form to add extra product to the product table. So open the document evidence, enter your name, candidate number, and center number. So this is the evidence for doc. So here you must have to provide your candidate name, number, and the center number. So after that, they mentioned that you must have to open your database, stationery database. So if I go to my folder, database file, Office 2010, and then I will open the database folder from there. So here we can able to see that there is a 3 table. One is customer, there is order, and the third table which is product. So in the question they ask like you have to create a form for the product table, right? So the form need to be created for only for the product table. So the form must include the logo you created in task A1A in the right of the header. So obviously take a pencil with you, and then when you solve one of the question paper, just write it down that maybe provide a click header, so which means that you completed the part. So we open the database folder, and then we will go to the create, and there from there we will click on the form. So we open the product table. Okay, maybe I just remove all the table, and then I open the product table, and then when I will click the form design, sorry, not the form design, it should be the form. Okay, so this one is click, right? So they want only for the product table, and then I will go to the create and then form. So when I click on form, it automatically created everything for you. So now I will, first of all, what I have to do, because for going to the design view I just wanted to save this thing. So first search for what is the name they're trying to say, which like save the form as product form, right? So we will take the product form here, and then click on the save button, and then save the product form. Okay, so I already added a product form, and then you can able to see that in the form section the product form is added here. So now I have to do some editing, and also I go to the design view. So I don't need this tab order type of things, just remove this one. So this is basically a relationship which is done with the other table. Okay, so this is the thing. Now if I move to the next question, include the logo you created in task A1 in the right head of the folder. Okay, so this is the places where we have to add the logo. So for that one we can go to form design, and there's a logo. Click on the logo, and after that go to the folder where you added your logo. Okay, so if like when I will add the logo, it looks like this, so it is not covering the whole thing, right? Some few portion is visible. So for that thing, what you will do, click here and then go to the size mode. In the size mode, in the property sheet, click on stress. So when you will click on the stress, now it can able to cover the whole logo here. So now then they say that include the logo in the right of the header is done. Include the title with a dark background and white text. So you must have to add a title. So this form is about to enter the product detail, right? So maybe we can add enter product detail. Okay, so we added the enter product detail here. Then they said you must have to add a dark background and white text. So if I highlighted this one, so we must have to add a dark background. For that thing we have to click, not here, sorry, yeah, so fill color, maybe we can choose dark background, and this one should be white, right? So we added the dark background and the text is white. So after that, include a pale background to the form that is not white. So pale means is a nearly to white, but it's not white. So if you click here, you can be able to get in the property sheet that there is an option for the back color. You will click here and then try to take some, a lighter color, maybe, because they say it is not white, so maybe we can take this one as a pale color. So we completed this one as well. Then they said use a size 14 font for all field heading. So what we will do here, which is like when it comes to field heading, so this is the field heading basically. So we will just focus on all, and then we will go to the home, and from there we will choose 14. Okay, and then always remember that everything should be visible. So now everything is visible. The name they didn't cut, or any type of truncation didn't happen. So if we move to the next one, which is use a width of 2 centimeter for the cost value field, so which means we need to add, we need to have a 2 centimeter for the cost field. So here we will face one of the issues. So what is the issue? So suppose when I will click here, right, and then I will go and search for the width. So first of all, I will do the sorting. So here the width came up. So here we can able to see that if I zoom it down a little bit. Oh, sorry, it should be zoom. Okay, so if I zoom here, you can see this is already in 16 centimeter, right? They say to make it 3 centimeter, I think, is it? So if I make it 3 centimeter, the difference here is like each and every other field is also affected with that. So that's the issue. So in the question, what do they say to make it 2 centimeter, right? Okay, so now if that's the issue, so what I can do, Control Z, so everything will be like that before, and then click here, right click here, and there's a layout. So when you get the layout, just click on the remove layout. So when you click on the remove layout, which means now each of the field is individually affected by the properties. So now when you click on the cost and then go to the width and change it to 2, so it will not affect the other field, right? So this one is done. We also added the field. Now they said include an option to save each record. So which means to save each record, maybe you can add a button. So for that thing, we will go to the form design and then just added a button here. So here actually we don't need to know that much things here. So just click on next and click on the text and then add a save. And then next and then finish, right? So they added a save button here. So which means we already added everything regarding that. Say we also saved the form as well. Take the screenshot of your form in design view that shows you have the font size 14 and the cost, which is 2 centimeter. Then you have to paste the screenshot to the evidence. Okay. So this is the width 2 centimeter. Then from here I have to open this one as well. So font should be 14 centimeter, right? Okay, so this is 14 centimeter, and when it comes to width, so mostly they say that the field need to be 14. So maybe we can do one thing, we can just add everything to 14, and so that it can able to show that it's in 14 and that 2 centimeter. Otherwise you can also do it's like or you can do one thing, maybe instead of that, what we can do, just click here, and then when it is 14, right, try to mark this one, and when it is 14, try to take a screenshot first for this part. Maybe you can add two screenshot. I think that one will be more better. So this is one of the screenshot that I took. Okay, and then the second one is click here. There you can able to show that it's a 2 centimeter. So now we will be highlighting this part. So 2 centimeters. So it's done. Now if I open my evidence folder, so there it's a 2A, right? So this one is a 2A. So in the 2A, what I will do, I will insert my screenshot that I take. This device is screenshot. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2. Maybe I try to add 2 at a time. Yeah, so 2 screenshot is added here, right? So you can follow like this way for the other as well. So I won't go through the screenshot process. So I will just show you how you can able to complete it. Then you can save it, Okay, so we completed this part. Then we can move to the task A to B. So another product need to be added to the database. Use the product form you created in task A to add a new product to the product table. So this is basically nothing. You just need to copy and paste the value, and then you just have to copy and then paste the value to your database. That's it. So I don't want to save anything here. So now what you will do, I will double click here. So now you can able to see, I can able to see the form view, right? So from here I will go to the last one, so which is 25. Now what I will do, I'll just copy. So the product ID will be the wild bouquets, and then paste it here. And then when it comes to the product name, which is wild pop out case, then comes to the product type, which is case, and then comes to the cost, which is 18. Right, so this one is done. Take a screenshot and paste it to your evidence folder. That's evidence file. So paste the screenshot in the document. So it's done. Now we can move to the next question. So this one is Leandro wants to see the product that has a code which is HETT something and LUND something. So purchase that cost more than $10. So which means the product has a two similar code, and the not similar, two different code, but it should be the two. And then they purchased the cost should be more than 10. So create a query on the tables to find the information. So we must have to create a query as a customer query, right? Okay, so here what we will do, maybe we don't need to save. Yeah, okay, save. Take the screenshot. So then I don't think so we need to close the database. Yes. So now what we will do, we will create a query. So go to the create and then query design, right? So in the query design, they say that the name of the query should be customer query. So we just first what we will do, we will add the name of the query. So this is the name we added, and then you can able to see in the query section we have the query file as well. Okay, now what I will do, so they mentioned that you must have to create a query. So the list must show only this field. So what will be the field? Customer ID, cost, and the product name. So these three fields will need to be shown when you show the table. And then you have to sort the result into ascending order of cost. So which means the cost will be in ascending order, right? So first of all, where we will get the cost ID, cost, and product name. So maybe we can just open all the table and try to see what type of field they already have. So in the customers, they have the customer ID, customer name, initial, email address, and all these things. When I click on the order, I can able to see they have the order ID, customer ID, product ID. And then when I click on the product, I can see that there is a product ID, product name, and then there is a product type as well, is it? So I will click on the customer query, and then I will take the customer field here. So as you can see, this is the customer field that I take, but here I can able to see the product name. So for the product name, I need to take this one, which is a product table, right? Okay. So now they mentioned that you must have to add a customer ID, cost, and product name. So we add the customer ID, cost, and the product name, right? Okay, so three field we already added. So they mentioned that the product ID should be this and this. So this and this. So these two will be needed, right? And the cost will be more than 100. So maybe we can do, just copy this one, and then we will go to, again we will go to the, where is the ID? Is in the product, really, right? The ID is in the, they say the university, see the product, the purchased. Okay, so HET we will get from here, is it the customer ID? If I go to the product, so product don't have that. Okay, so this one should be the customer ID. We will get the HET117, and the other one was LUND. Yeah, so both are here. So we have to target customer ID. So now when I go to the query, I will just paste this one, automatically taken. They say this and the other one, so OR. We will take the OR and then we will copy this one and then we will paste it here. Okay, so done. Now they say the cost should be more than 10. So when it comes to more than 10, because we provide in one of the field, one of the code in criteria and one of the field in OR, so here we will add more than 10, and then here we also add greater than 10. So the 10 should be for both of the code. Now, so this one is done. We also added the code and everything, customer ID. Then we have to do the ascending order for the cost. So this is the sorting, right? If you click here, then add the ascending for the cost, then you can save this one and we can run the query and then see all these things. So now the issue is here is like, when it comes to database, right, we need a relation. So if there is no relation between two tables, whatever the query we will create, it is not give us a valid result. So here, if you look into these two tables, they don't have any relation with each other. So product and the customer, they don't have any relationship with each other. So if I take the order table here, I can see now the relationship is created. So what does it mean by this? One customer can have many products, because this is the infinity symbol which represent as many, and one product can have many order. So now they have a relationship. So when they have a relationship, they will give you the correct result. So now when I will click on the customer query, you can see they gave us the correct answer with a limited code number, right? So that's why when we design any of the query, we must have to mention, or we must have to careful about that there must be a relationship between the two tables. Okay, so we completed this one as well. Then they say that take the screenshot of the query design, and also you have to take the screenshot of the result as well, right? This one, and take the screenshot of your query and then paste it to your evidence folder. So I will not do that. Then we will move to the next question. Okay, so the next question is task A to D. Leandro wants a list of customers who are member of the loyalty club. The list must show only fields in this order: initial, customer name, and email address. Be sorted into ascending order of customer name. Okay, so here what happened when you have to create any report, right? Before creating any report, you must need a query. So that's why this question is basically a report, but for creating the report, we need to create the query first. So that's why we must have to create a query. So the name of the query should be loyalty query. So we just copy the loyalty query. And close all the tab that you have and click on query design. So you will create a new query, copy the query name, so it should come in the query section, right? Now show only this name, so initial, customer name, and email address need to be added. So we can able to, maybe we can take the customer. So customer have the initial, right? Okay, so we take the initial here. Then they said customer name and email address. So customer name, so everything we can able to find in the customer table, right? So I take initial, customer name, and email address. Then we have to sort it using the customer name. Okay, sorted should be in ascending. Yes, customer name should be in ascending order. Okay, done. But see, here they do a trick, which is Leandro wants a list of customers who are members of the loyalty club, right? So which means we can't able to take everyone. So this is the loyalty club menu that we need, but we will not make it visible. So just untick this one, and the criteria should be true. True means tick, right? Okay, so when I did this one, and then I save, I click on the loyalty query, you can able to see I see in ascending order, and this is all the list. Now based on this we will create a report. Just click on the report, a thing automatically generated. So what is the task you have to do in the report, which is the report need to be saved with a loyalty report. So just save that one at first. So a report section is created with the loyalty report. Right now have a suitable title. So the database report must have a suitable title. So what title we can able to give? Maybe we can just go to the design view, and then maybe we can add what can be the name, which is loyalty group, loyalty club. This one is basically the loyalty club, right? Member. Okay, so we can add loyalty club member list. Okay, so we added the loyalty club member list, and include the logo in task A1 in the top right of the header. So we just have to add the logo. So the same thing we will follow that we did before, which is we will take the PB logo that we created at the first time, and we will go to the size mode and make it straight. That's it, right? So it will take the whole pictures. Now this one is done. Be formatted so the field heading are in serif font. Okay, so where we can able to get the field heading? So this is the field heading, right? Initial customer page header. So click that one and then go to the home. It should be, maybe make it, and it's also visible, right? Yes, serif font. So when it comes to serif, you must have to use Arial, and then you can search on the Google. There is a lot of serif font right there. Now comes to only show the required field in correct order. So yes, we are showing the required field, right? Initial. So if you double click on the loyalty report, you can able to see that we have initial, customer name, and the email address that they wanted to see. So now if we move to the next question, show only the required field in the correct order. Done. Show the record sorted as required. Yes, it's also done. Ensure there is no truncation for the field heading or the data. So truncation means what is like the field name and whatever the value will be visible. So there will be no like sometimes happens like some of the name or value is cut down due to they don't have enough space. So that's the thing, or maybe dot came up. So this one is done. Then if we move to ensure the date and page number are not included in the header or footer. So we have the date and time, right? So what we will do, we will just okay, so maybe we can right click here, right click and then delete. When it comes to page, you also have the page here, right, in the footer. So right click and then delete. I think we also don't need the count as well. Right click and delete as well. So now save it and go to this one. Okay, we can see like this. Try to remove this one as well. Maybe you can go to the design view. There is a little bit thing is here, so maybe we can delete. Oh, sorry, I did a mistake. Yeah, now I think it's perfect, right? So our report is done. Then the next question is save the report as loyalty report. You already added, and then take the screenshot of the report in design view showing you have removed the date and page number from the page footer. So take the design from the design view, and then you also have to take the screenshot of the report in print view. So when it comes to print view, design view report, Okay, so for this, see, this is the print view. So you can just click here for the print view. You can have a look. So this is the print view, right? Take the screenshot and paste it to your evidence folder. So this one is done. Now answer the question in the document evidence. So the first question, they said that loyalty club member is shown as yes or no in the customer table. State the data type used for this field, yes or no, right? The loyalty club member. So if we look into this one, the loyalty club member. So now if I click on the design view, so the data type is also showing yes or no, right? But when it comes to the computer world, when we have true or false or yes or no, that one is called boolean. Boolean means either true or false, right? So we will add that particular answer here. Now state the relationship between these three tables. So what will be the relationship between three tables? So this one you can able to see when you click on the database tool, then the relationship. See, this is the relationship is created here, right? So this one I already explained. So what you can able to see here, which is one to many, right? So when it shows one here, which means it's one, and when it shows the infinity symbol means many. So one customer can able to do many order, as well as one product also have a many order. So that's what the relationship between all the table is, one to many. Okay, now state the name of the validation check that ensure that no record can be blank. So what does it mean by this? It means like, suppose when you're creating a form here, is it? So we create a form here. We created a form here. So form means people can able to use the form to input the data, right? So here suppose someone didn't write anything in the product name. So if they're not writing anything in the product name and try to click on the save button, it will came up with the error sign that you must have to save that particular information. I think you already get that this type of things when you do the registration. You must have to provide your name or the password, otherwise they will not allow, right? They said they came up with the error red question that you must have to add your name or maybe the password. So that's called a presence checks, means you must have to provide the information for that field. Now explain one reason why like pad could be used in a database search on the stationery page database. Okay, like pad, what does it mean by this? Means this basically means if you add this one in your query, they will take all the name or all the information which contain pad, right? So one of the information, if I open the, maybe I add the bad thing in the customer name, right, in the customer name field. So what happened? They will go through the customer each and every name and I try to identify is there any PAD related name available or not. So based on that, they will give you all the information like that, right? So if the pad is added at the middle or at the first or at the last, each and everywhere they will try to identify is there any pad available or not. If it's available, they will take the name and then they will show it to the query form. That's it. So I think we completed the task A2 as well. So you can just add everything to your evidence and then we can move to task A3. Okay, so we move to the task A3, which is question number 3, and this question is mostly about the PowerPoint. So for this question, I take a blank PowerPoint, and then I will also create a separate folder for this task. So when I will save, I can able to save that one to here. So this is the solution, and then I will add, maybe this one is task A3. So I just add the name, which is task A3, right? Then if we look into the question, they said Leandro wants you to create a 2-slide presentation for paper base to use in a pop-up shop. And then task A3, the first things that they say that you have to use use a house style. So basically both slide must include the stationery 2 image set as the background with 70% transparency. So we have to use the background that we already edited one of the pictures in question A1. That one we have to take. And then in the footer we have to add the date, but date also have a format. So the format is we have to provide the name of the day, then the month and date and the year. So the date must automatically update, and then we also have to use the email address, and the date and email font size should be 20. Okay, so if we go to the PowerPoint, then what we will do for, because this is the thing that you have to make it available for both slides, right? So for to make this one multiple times, instead of making this one multiple times, we can take the slide view. So in the slide view, what you can do, which is just try to remove this too, and then here maybe in the blank, right click on the format background, and then we will choose the pictures and textures. Okay, here we will click on the insert. So when you click on the insert, they will ask you to choose the picture. So we will choose like from the browser, and then we have to choose where we are actually saving all the pictures that we edited in question number for task A1. Okay, so this is the one I want to insert. This one, yeah, this one is inserted already. And if you look into this one, the transparency need to be 70%, right? So we will make it to 70%. Okay, so this one is done. Then we will click on apply to all. So click on apply to all and then save. This is done. Okay, so where we will save it? So first of all, we have to choose the space, like in the working folder I want to save it. And so what is the name I want to give? Maybe I think because of, instead of that, we can just click on the file and click on the save as. So here you can able to choose the folder, this PC, and then again go to the desktop. Because I already created a folder for this one, which is task A3. So I like to I like to save this presentation one to here. So basically why I am saving it, like if you look into the question, they said save presentation, right? So that's why I want to save it to a exact folder, so that I can able to find it where I save this one. So we focus on the first one. I think first one is already done. We added the images, which is stationery 2, and we also added the background, which is 70% transparent. Now if we look into the footer, if you look into the footer, this is the footer, right? In the footer, what you have to do, there's a three things that is included. So this one is for the page number, this one is the footer, like if you want to add email or anything, you can add it here, and this is the date. So if you look into the date, they have a different format. So what we can do here, it's like you have to must select this one and then go to the insert, and there you will get header and footer. So when you click on header and footer, first thing you can identify that there is an option about the date and time. So right click this one, and then from here you can able to choose the Thursday, September, right? So this is the things that follow the format that is provided in the question. And then we will add apply to all. Okay, so when I will add apply to all, this one will be applied to all the slide that we will be added for our other task. So now I also have to make it 20, what they say, to make it 20, font size 20, right? So I will click here, and then from here we can just make it 20. Okay, so it's done. Now when it comes to the email, we don't need this one, just delete this one and paste and put this one here. And what we will do, we will take the email they already mentioned, which is leandro@paper-based service something. So copy and paste this one. So this one also need to be 20 pixel. Okay, so we added everything, right? So now when I will save it, and then I will close the slide master, and then we can able to see that the date is visible but the email is not visible, right? So what we can do for that perspective, which is we can just search directly, you can search the slide master from here, and then for this one again go to the insert and then footer and header, then can click this one, okay, not this one, sorry, maybe slide, apply to all, then when I will save and then I will close it, now you can able to see, right, the email is here. So we must have to follow this one. Now if I added another slide, I can see in the both slide they have the same format or the same text, email, and the date and everything is similar, right? Even the background image as well. Okay, so we completed the first part. Now we can move to the second part, so which is create slide 1 that include the title, which is welcome to paper base, and you must have to align this one as a centered align both horizontally and vertically. So we will take welcome to the paper base first, because if you look at this one they already have, so we just copy and paste, and then both vertically and the horizontally, right? So horizontally, and then when you click on this one, not this one, sorry, this one, and then in the middle. So this one is both like both way, horizontal and vertically, it's centered. Now they say the text, this text is inserted to appear in the bottom left of the slide. We offer a wide range of stationery such as this. So just copy this three and then we will add. But they want us to make it a bullet, so maybe we will not take this bullet. We will take the bullet from the PowerPoint. So bullet were shown on the stationery item listed, right? So for that thing, what we can do, just copy and then click here the bullet, right? So the bullet is now added. Okay, so when the bullet is added, if you look into bullet were shown on the stationery items listed. Okay, so we already added the bullet point, and then they said that the text box formatted to have a pale yellow background. So the text box, so maybe this is the text box, right? So this one we have to make it a yellow background. So click here and then right click, so we can about to fill, and in the fill if you want to add a more color, maybe we can choose a yellow, but little bit not that much darker yellow, lighter yellow we can choose. Custom. Yeah, like this one I think is okay. Yeah, so we added the pale yellow color. Then they mentioned that separate animation for each stationery product, so which means we must have to add a different animation for different products. So we can able to see that there is a 3 type of product list that they provided, right? So we will go to the animation at the top, and from here we can able to see there's a different type of animation out there, but we have to take 3 different animations. So maybe we can take one of the zoom. And then the second one I can take about maybe split, okay, and the third one I can take is a whip out, yeah, like this. So I added the third 3 different type of animation. And action button to link to slide 2. Okay, so when it comes to the action button, what we will do, we will go to the insert and then we will click on the shape. If you scroll down, then you will get the action button. Okay, so in the action button, maybe we can choose this one, and then we can paste it to here, and then here you will get a hyperlink. So in the hyperlink, just choose about the next slide, click on OK, and then try to just try to reduce the size for this one, and then paste it here. Yeah, Okay, so this one is done because they didn't say any color or anything that we have to add. So I think we completed the first slide. If you want to see it, if you just play it in a run mode, you can able to see by each click a different type of animation is happening with different type of product list. And then when I will click on this one, okay, so maybe okay, sorry, what the mistake I did here, I need to make it to this one because I was working in the second slide. Okay, so now if I click, if I save this one, and then yeah, now it is taking me to the second slide. So the first one is done, then we have to move to the second one. So we already saved is that presentation, right? So which means we have to provide the name of this one as presentation. I think we already saved this one. Maybe we can just rename. So just rename this one because I already showed at the first time how you can able to save it. So this time I already did it, so maybe I can just name the presentation. Okay, so done. So now we will move to the next question. So create slide 2 that includes the title ordering and it should be centered on the page, but they didn't mention that we have to center it both vertically and horizontally. So I choose the second slide now, and then I will take this text box and then add the ordering. They also, I think they also mention about okay, so the text contact us on to find out more, the action button to slide 1. So maybe we can just make it a little bit bigger as it is a header. So or maybe we can follow the same pattern. This is a 44, so here we will also choose the 44 then, and then we will make it middle, and again we will take another text box here, and then here we will add contact us by email to find more, right? Because email is already provided at the bottom, so we will add like this. And they didn't mention about where I need to position. Then we have to add the action button. Okay, so I just add it maybe somewhere here because it's quite visible. And what was this 28? So we will follow the same font size here as well. And remember one thing, that which is it is not provided, or it is not written in the question paper that you have to use a sans serif or something like that, but it is better if you make it sans serif, but without that is also okay. But try to make sure that both slides have the same font, right? So because this one also and this one also are the same font, because they didn't tell us anything, so I think it's okay. Now we can able to add the action button to link to slide 1. So I think it's a similar thing. We will again click on the insert and the shape, and then I will take this one, paste it to here, right? And then here we will not click on the next slide, we will click on the previous slide, and then okay, so it's done. Now if I run this one, take me to the previous, yeah, it's working perfectly. So this one is also done, and then you have to resave. Okay, so we need to resave it. Done then. Answer this question, which is task A3B. Answer this question in the document evidence. Give one reason of using a house style in a presentation. So we are using house style in a presentation to make it consistent, right? Because I think you can able to see that when I use a master slide, what I did here, which is like the footer, date, and the email, I don't need to write it multiple times. So I just add it in the one time, and then even the background also duplicated many times when I will create a new slide, right? Yeah, so that's I think that's the end of question A3B. Now we will move to question task B1, which is under section B. Now we will move to section B. So in the section B, we are working with task B1. So task B1 is basically about the spreadsheet. So before starting this question, I already create a task B1 folder, so that whatever I will do, I wanted to save it to task B1, like the one that I did in task A3, which is the presentation I create. I just save it in task A3. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to the data file first. So this is my data file, and then Office 2010, and then this is the sales Excel sheet I will click on, and then this one will open up. So when this one will open up, we can able to see that there's a two Excel sheet there, which is product, and the another one is information, right? So if I move to the question, they say the spreadsheet cells contain information on stationery sold in September 2024. It has two worksheets called products and information. So we already see that there is a two Excel sheet there. Then some function require you to use different worksheet. Open the spreadsheet cells, task B1A, which is row should be 60 and shading light green, and the font color should be dark green, right? So before that, what we will do, we will save this one to the folder that we just created. So I will browse it, and then I will go to home because I created that one in desktop. So here, this is the one folder where I want to save this one. Now they say the row need to be 60, right? The row height need to be 60 for the product worksheet. So this is the product worksheet, okay? And the row need to be 60. So here I will right click, and then there you will get the row worksheet. So when you will get the row worksheet, click here, and then here you just type 60 and then click OK. So it becomes 60. Now they also mentioned that you must have to add a light green for the background, right? Shading will be light green, and font color will be dark green. Font style should be serif, which is Arial, and then font enhancement we will use bold. Text alignment should be centered both vertically and horizontally. Okay, so we already understand what you have to do. So first of all, what I will do, this one, and then click here, make it a little bit darker. Then I will because when it comes to center align, I need to target the boxes, not that. So this one is center aligned, right? Now I have to again take the cursor to the text, so that I can able to make it Arial, so bold, right? Yes. If we do the bold, then I think it's done. Now we can move to the next question, so which is task B1B. Okay, for this question I don't think so we need to create different folder, because I already create task B1I, and all the Excel sheet work we will just add it here, then it's okay. So because they didn't mention anything that we have to create a folder or anything, I'm just creating a folder so that I can able to track that, okay, if something happened, this is the folder where I did everything. Now when it comes to task B1, Leandro wants you to use a spreadsheet tool to analyze the data in the spreadsheet. A discount will be offered on each product. Enter a formula to calculate the total cost of the course A4 pad. So which means we have to calculate the total cost. So total cost, right? So total cost. So what we will do, just try to give a more space so that it will be easier to understand. Okay, done. Okay, so total cost, they say that this is the code, this is the description, this is the type, this is the number of sold, and this is the item cost, right? So how we can able to identify a total cost? Obviously, item sold which is 6, item cost which is 6, and the number of sold is 8. So 8 multiplied by 6 will be the total cost, right? So we take the boxes to this one, pointer to the total cost field, and then go to here and then click equal. After that, just take your point and click here, and then add asterisks, and then again click on the item cost, the first row, right? After that, press enter. So when you will press enter, you will get the price which is 48. Okay, so this one is done. Use a spreadsheet function to calculate discount amount in pound for the car's A4 pad. Now, when it comes to discount amount, we first have to know how much discount they are giving. So here I can able to see the discount price. So maybe I have to go to the other worksheet. So when I will go to the information worksheet, I can see that, okay, the discount they are provided, which is 20%. So now what I have to do, I have to connect the two page information, is it? So I have to take information from the information page and then provide the information to the product page. So during that time, mostly we use VLOOKUP or lookup. So I will go to the product field, because this is the field I will target where I will put the answer. And then I will click on this FX, and there I will choose the VLOOKUP. So when the VLOOKUP will came up, right, the first row is like how you can find a similarities between the two worksheet, or maybe similar code or similar text. So when I was visiting the information worksheet, so from this worksheet and this worksheet, what is the similar thing? I find out the description. So writing pad, accessories, case, pen or pencil. So here they also have the same thing. So this is the column that I can use to track this two worksheet. So what I will do, I'll again target here, click on FX, and then the VLOOKUP will came up here. What I will do, I will target the writing pad, because writing pad or the type of the product is similar, or is also available in the information page. Then I will take my cursor to the table array, and I will click on the information table. So when I will click on the information table, you can see it tracks that I'm taking the table array from the information worksheet. And there I will only select the things that I needed. So I need the writing pad and the discount, right? So I will take all. So here one question came up, which is like why I take all, because in further question you will say, you will see that they mention that you have to replicate the calculation for all other stationery products. So they will do the replication. So that's why I take everything, right? But they will match based on my lookup array, that okay, C3 is the one. So based on that, they will give me the discount. No worries about that. And in the column index number, I must have to write which column it is where I'm targeting. So this is the discount column. So I want to get data from the discount column, right? So this is 1 and this is 2. So here I will add 2. And then when I want to take the similar value from that particular information worksheet, I will add false, which means I will take directly the similar value to here as well. So when I will add OK, you can able to see 0.2. Now the thing is that, which is the discount is mostly they are giving the discount based on the total cost, right? So this is the discount without the cost. So this is the only discount they are giving based on writing pad. So writing pad maybe for the one item, but they already sold, which is 48. So I must have to multiply it. With 48. So here I will click 48. Now F3 came up, and then when I will click enter, you can able to see the discount is 9.6, right? So the total cost is 48, and then they gave the discount, which is 9.6. So this one is done. Enter a formula to calculate the cost with discount for the car A4 pad. Okay, so cost with discount. So this is the cost with discount. So when it comes to cost with discount, how we can able to identify the discount? Obviously we have to minus the discount from the total cost. So here we will again create equal, and then we will take the total cost minus, and then we will add the discount, right? And then when I will click on OK, when I will click on OK, as you can see 38.4 is the discount, right? Okay, so 38.4 is the discount now. So I already calculated the discount as well. Now they mentioned that replicate the calculation for all stationery product. Now replicate the calculation. So whatever the calculation we did, we have to replicate it for the other product as well. So that one, for this one, we don't have to write the formula each time. We just look at the cursor shape. It looks like this, right? So then click here, drag to, and then it will do the same thing. Now when I will do this one, the same thing, I will get an error. Right? See why? So for this one, what we have to do, we just have to provide a dollar symbol here. Okay, and then when you, yeah, you get the correct answer. Okay, now we will do it for the discount. Done. So this one is done. Use a function to display the highest item cost. So highest item cost, so this is the item cost, right? So highest item cost will be, this is the total cost, but they mention about the highest item cost. So item cost, right? This is the item cost, this is the total cost. Okay, so highest item cost, how can we able to find out? We can able to find out the highest item cost based on the maximum value. So here we will target, and then from here we will take the maximum. Okay, and then item cost is this, click here, and then okay, enter. So the highest item cost is 25. Yes, the correct. Now use a function to calculate the total cost of all items sold with the discount included. So the total of all item cost with the discount included, so which means cost with discount, this one. So this one is the sum, right? So we will target again here, click here, and then click on the sum. Okay, so this one is the sum, right? Then when I will click OK, here I must have to discount it, this one, and then when I click OK, as you can see, this is the total cost. That's how I can able to find out. Okay, so this is also done. Now they say that use a function to display a message for any item with more than 9 sales, which means if the item is sells more than 9 times in September, the message should remind the user to increase the price in November. If the message does not apply, the cell must be left blank. Okay, so if you look into this one, this is the remind message. So this is the item number of sold, right? If the number of sold is more than 9, then you will get the message which is price need to be increased. Okay, item cost 6. So how can we do that? For this one, when there is a if and if things will came up, that it will increase, it will not increase, we will use if function. Okay, if. So when the if will came up, logical test, so which means which field we have to target. So we have to target this one, number sold, right? If D3 is greater than 9, then if it's true, what will be the value? Increase price. Increase price for the month is November, right? Just add for November, and then otherwise you just need to leave blank. So add a empty quotation and click OK. So when I will click OK, you can able to see here anything is because it's 8, right? But if I now you can able to see increase price for November, right? So we are already at that one, but now we have to again replicate, right? So for the other field as well. Yes, so now if you look into this one, they have 11, so that's why we're getting the message, the reminder message. So this one is also done. Sort the data into ascending order of type, then in descending order of sold. So here there is a trick set there, which is like you first have to sort the type based on the ascending order, right? And then inside the type you have to do the descending order. So we can see how to do this one. So we'll go click on the data, and then there is a sort thing will came up. Okay, so first of all, maybe we have to select the type, sort. Okay, so this one came up. So here I have to first select the type. It should be ascending. Ascending means A to Z. Okay, A to Z. Then when I will click OK, A to Z are here. Then they also mention that sort the type into ascending order of type, okay, and then in descending order of number sold. So again I will click, because this one sorry, this one is already, maybe we have to do it at the same time. Okay, maybe we can try this one again, same way. Okay, so column C and B. So I will just Control Z and came up to the previous one, and then again I will click type and the sort. Yeah, now it's came up. So type, and then sort on should be sort on, don't do anything here, it should be A to Z. Now I will add another type, right? So this one I need to focus on the number of sold. So here I will add number sold, and then it should be largest to smallest. So when I will click OK, as you can see, this is the type. So type is arranged based on A to Z, which is ascending order. But if you look at the number is descending order, but inside the type. So they first focus on the accessories. In each accessories they have 9 to 4, right? In a descending order. They have the case. The case is also arranged in descending order. Yeah, so this one is done. Now task B1C, which is format the product worksheet so that currency value show the currency symbol with 2 decimal places. Okay. So this is the number sold is not needed. Item cost, discount, and this is the places where we need to add the currency. So first of all, I will click here. Currency. Now it's at 2 decimal places, but the thing is that I need to change the currency value to pound. United States. Okay, so it's done. This one also done. Now they mentioned that grid line are displayed when printed. So for that thing we have to identify where the grid line are here. Page layout, yeah, page layout, and then grid layout and grid lines, they are just at the print. So grid line is added now. So this one is also done, and then resave. So we will resave the data here. Okay, so this one is done. Now they say that Leandro wants you to create a column chart on the information worksheet to show the number of items sold. You must add a suitable title, appropriate X and Y axis label. Okay, so first of all we do first 2. Okay, then we will move to the second one. So we will click on the information things, and then we will target everything, and then we will create on the formula, insert, and then chart, and then maybe we can take the first one. Okay, so first one is here. Now here we have to add the chart. So chart title name, so number of items sold we can add. Okay, so this is the number of item sold is done. Then we must have to label x-axis and y-axis. So for that thing we will click this one, excess title will came up. So this one is basically the description. So we can add description, and this one is basically the number of items sold, right? Maybe I did a mistake. Okay, so number of items sold and this one, but if you look into this one, they have a number of sold is like this. So but we have, so maybe we can click here and then click on the number here. Okay, then instead of percentage, just add a number. That's it. So we'll get similar value like this. So this one is done and we don't need this part, so maybe I just want to delete this one. Okay, done. They mention data labels to appear inside the column at the top, label to appear as black text and white background. So at the top we have to provide the data labels. Okay, see, data labels. So if I click here, this one came up, right? Okay, done, but I don't want this one. So if you don't want this one, just click here. I don't need to add the value. So each time just click and then remove the value. Okay, so value is done, but this one we have to do some coloring. They said fill it with white, right? What's this say? It's that black text and white background. Inside the column they mention. So maybe okay, now I will right click, okay, black. Yeah, so black is done, background, and then we will save, and then we will save, right? So I think done this one. Now they say that answer this question in the document evidence. So you have to open the evidence folder and answer this one, which is state the purpose of the product function when using a spreadsheet. So product means it's multiply, right? It multiply by all the column value. Like if you add a product and all, it will multiply all the value like this. That's it. Range in a single formula. Okay, now comes to state one reason why some spreadsheet use multiple worksheet. So like if you look into this one, they have a multiple worksheet, right? So that it's organized, and when people see something, they can able to easily understand. The range A2 to C6 on the information worksheet has given a name. Explain the benefit of using a name. See, if I go to the information A to this one, you can able to see the information name, which is discount table. So they provide a name so that we don't have to click on the exact field. We can just drag and then we can provide the table name, so the formula can still able to identify the exact field that we are searching for. They can able to match it. That's it. And we also don't need to replicate the formula as well. So if you look into this one, what we did, we are trying to take the discount for one, right? But when you're trying to take the discount value for one, we also select this one, right? so that when you do the replicate means when you click and then the formula will be automatically applied for the other one, they can also able to identify the formula discount for the other type as well. So we don't have to do it multiple times. That's it. Now we can move to question which is task B4. That one is mostly about the MS Word. So task B4 is a question which is about the MS Word. So they provide a flyer that we have to create. So they say that Leandro wants you to create a flyer to advertise the pop-up shop. Okay, the flyer must follow this design. So this will be the design. There will be an image and the logo, and then welcome to paper paste, and there's some shape, table, and then 2 pictures, and then maybe we have to add something here. So beside that, they also provide some of the description and the layout things, information that we have to follow. So the first thing they say that create the flyer following the given layout. Additional information has been provided by Leandro for the design. Additional information for the design is you must have to manage the size and orientation. Size should be A5 and portrait. So if we go to the layout, you can able to see the size is already A4, and then the orientation should be portrait, right? Okay, so this too is done. Then I also save this one in my folder where I want to save this task as well. So if you see this one, okay, so in this one I already saved it, right? So you have to add the save as, and then you have to choose the folder. So from there you can able to like this you have to do. You have to go to file and then save as. So when you click on the save as, you will get the browse option. So from here you have to select where you want to, like I select this one, right? Okay, so now if we look into the question, so the first thing they say that stationery set image, add the text opening soon on the images. So this is the stationery image, right? We have to add the opening soon. Now if I open my Word and then I cancel because I already saved this one. Okay, so here the image name they mentioned, which is stationery set images, right? Then when I will go to the folder which is provided to us, the set image is this one. So I will choose the images from here. So it's a picture and then this devices, and then because I already selected the part, so that's why it's always targeting to this one. And then I will insert it. Okay, so when I will insert it, it will be like this, but I can able to move it. So for moving purpose, I can choose this one, and then I can just make it a little bit shorter, and then to make it a little bit up, right? So yes, it's done. Now we have to add the opening soon text. So what I will do, I will take a text box here, and then here I will add opening soon, right? So now I have to make it small like this. Try to put it here, and I don't want to add any outline, so I just add no outline. So I think it's okay, right? So as you can see, opening soon is added. Done. Now they mentioned that you must have to add your logo. So maybe we can take the logo which is provided by you can also add your logo as well, or otherwise you can also take the logo sketch, this one as well. So like suppose I want to add the one that I added, so this one. But the thing is that they didn't mention PV logo, they only mentioned about the logo. So maybe I think it will be better just add the logo. Okay, so I will take this one. Okay, so I will drag it here. That one is also another way you can do it. And then obviously to move the images, I need to select this one and then make it a little bit smaller. And then I will put it's exactly aligned to this one. Okay, done. So this one logo and everything done. If I go through this one as well, this two already done. This one is also done. Title section. So in the title section, there's a hexagon shape is added. So they mention about the color. So first of all, we try to take the shape. So which is there will be this two and the two hexagon shape, and welcome to paper base, right? So they mentioned, so title will be welcome to paper base, and the title formatted will be size will be 24, and then blue outline with no fill, add a shadow. Okay, so for the straight line we will go to the shape and then we will choose this one. Okay, and then we will try to put it here. So we will not take another shape, we will just copy and paste it, right? So it will be better because the alignment will be better then. Now I first of all I want to add the text, so which is welcome to what was the text? Welcome to paper base, right? Welcome to paper base. Welcome to paper base is added already. The size should be 24, they mentioned 24. Then I need to make it a little bit bigger. Maybe I can just align it to vertical, sorry, horizontally center, and then again I don't want any type of outline, and then I will put it like here. Okay, so it's done. Now I will focus on, this one will be center. Yes, now I'll focus on the shape again, so which is the hexagon shape. I will click on the shape and then I will find out where is that particular shape. Yeah, this is the shape. So take this one, put it like this. I think this is, and that is the same one, right? Yeah, same. And put it like this, and then copy and paste another one, then put it like this. Okay, then do the same thing, copy and paste, because I will not add any other type of like I don't want to create the shape repeatedly. I just copy and paste so that all the shape size will be similar. Then now we will again go to the question. They already mentioned that hexagon shape must be filled with pink, blue, yellow and green. So this one will be the pink. Right click and the field, choose the pink color, pink, blue, yellow, green, right? So this one will be the pink, then blue, pink, blue, yellow and then green. So that done. This one is done. Now we will title size 41 is done. Blue outline with no fill, add a shadow. Okay, so here what you have to do, when I click here and then here, okay, so maybe I can click here and then from the above I can click on the draw, or maybe the design. Okay, so this is the art, word art. Okay, so when I click on the word art, you can able to see there's a lot of shapes are here. Maybe we can take this one. Okay, suppose I just want to first, if I right click here, there's a format shape will came up, and then they said no fill. Okay, and when it comes to the line, they said solid line. Okay, but this one is only for, So maybe what we can do from here, we can go to the shape format, and then here you can able to from here we can able to take a different type of design, because they said, so maybe we can take this one. So when I will take this one, okay, so you can click on the format part. So from there you can able to see actually the format shape. So this one is already here, so there will be no line. It's okay when it comes to the text outline, and then text field will be solid. Maybe we can add, yes, so it is looking like the same they added here, right? So this one is done. And add a shadow. So when you need to add a shadow, you can click here, shadow, and then you can able to choose which one you want to add. I think this one will be better. Okay, so maybe a little bit up. Maybe we can yeah, I think this is okay. Now welcome to paper base. This all done, right? So we will now move to table. So there is a table that you have to add. So the how many row you have to add? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 7 row, 2 column. So we just focus on this now. So here it is quite tough. So maybe we can do one thing. We can just add the text box here. Just add the text box. Try to make it a little bit bigger. And instead of this, we will add the table. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, done. If it's done, then maybe we can add another cell below. Okay, done. Okay, this one is done. Maybe for the outline, what we can do, we don't want any outline for the table. Now we have an issue with this. Maybe okay, for this maybe we can just put it like this. Okay, now okay, I think done. Okay, so the first thing we have to merge, is it? So we will right click here and merge the cell. And then if you look into this one, the last one, we also have to merge cell, right? And here what we have to write. So what we will do now, we will just try to make it smaller so that we can able to add everything by saying here. So stationery items coming soon. Small I. Then we must have to make it a center align. Maybe, yeah, center align is done. So we will do all these things a little bit later. First we just wanted to add all the detail. That's it. Item and the prices from. This one is 2025 diary, which is pound. I don't have the option for the pound. Maybe we can add the pound a little bit later. So 10.00 pound, and then scented pens. This one, the price will be 8.00. Fountain pens, 20.00. Wooden cases, that one will be 10.00. Okay, done. And then I think I don't need this one actually, so I just delete this one, entire row, and then I have the merge one, which is dot 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 and lots more, but this one I have to again make it a center. Okay, so here I just need to add the pound now. I think this is done. Okay, so this is the table. So if we look into this one, they say that row 1, which is dark pink background with a white bold text, right? So this background will be dark pink. Fill, if I want to fill it, it should be dark pink, and this one will be white, and text is, sorry, this one, the text should be white, and the bold is also given. Done. Then insert text box on the right. Okay, so this one we have to think about later for this part. And this one is all done, right? But just I need to make it a little bit bold, the item and prices from. Bold, and this one also need to make it a little bit bold. Okay, so now it's done. Now if it's done, then we can add the stationery supply image and school stationery image. This too. Okay, sorry, I have to add the pound. So what can I do here? I can search for the currency, insert symbol from dollar or something. Yes, from here we need a pound, right? So what you can do here, which is this is the pound sign. Insert. I want to insert here. Okay, here I want to insert. Right? So okay, so I already added the currency as well. I think it's done. And then if you look, this one is a little bit left right align, sorry, so I can make it a right align. This is already left align, yeah. And okay, so this one is done. Now I will again look into the images, how I can able to insert images maybe. So for that thing, what I will do, I will go to my image folder. They said is stationery supply image. So which one is stationery supply image? This stationery supply, this is the stationery supply images, and then stationery school stationery images. There's a both. So stationery supply I need to take. Okay, so this one is a, so first of all I need to make it this, and then smaller, and then need to take it to the bottom, right? Yes, so this one is done. Now we can look for the another image, which is, if I look into this one, YouTube, so not this one, data file, images. Okay, they want the school, yeah, this one. So I will drag and drop, because I know that I already show you how we can able to insert an images. So school stationery images need to be put here, but it will maybe okay, maybe this, if this is create a little bit problem, then what we will do, we will take our enter one, and then we will insert the images here. Okay, then we will try to make it like this and the small, and then we will take it to here maybe, and from here I will again try to make it upward. Okay, I think it's enough. Maybe we can just add these images here. It's done. So this one is done, this one is done. What they say, text on the text box on the right, we done until this. Insert the text box from the document flyer text bullet point. Okay, insert the text. School stationery image, we have to use the alt text. So how we, this one is the school stationery image, this image. So how we can able to add a view alt text, click here and then paste the name. Okay, so then it will be done. Just save it. So alt text is added for this one as well. And we will, because we need to add some of the thing here, so we will add this portion here, and then we will make it a little bit big like this. It should be much more bigger. So we will also do this one so that we can able to move it. Now we will open the fly text document to see what is actually written here. So this is the thing, you are invited to our shop for pop-up or something. So we just copy these things and I will just paste it here. Okay, so it's almost done. Now, what was the question? If you look into the question, they mentioned that insert the text. We already include bullet point for the opening days and time. Format the text to be dark blue color. Okay, so this one should be dark blue color, and then opening, this one will be in the bullet point. Done. Done. This is done. Insert the image discount coupon at 2-point blue border. Okay, so again we will open the folder image. So this is the discount coupon. Okay, so I will take the discount coupon to here. Okay, so maybe I can add the where the I think they didn't tell us where I need to add. Wait to get the question. Add to insert the discount coupon. Okay, so maybe you can add it here, so, or maybe you can also add it at the below. It's up to you. We can add it here as well. Okay, and then they mentioned that we have to use a line, solid line, which should be 2-point. So save the image as flyer. Done. Now identify one weakness of the flyer and suggest one possible improvement. So in this design, I find out one of the weakness, which is most of the time what we see that their header is always came at the header, right? But they uses some opening soon and the logo at that, and then the below they uses the headers. So on that basis, I think this is not a good idea, because most of the time, or most of the web pages, they added the welcome to paper base or any of the text at the top, and it's depend on you. If you want to add something else, you can add, no worries. One reason to proofread your work is to ensure that there is no spelling or grammar error. Okay, so what does it mean by this? Which means state one reason why it is important to proofread your work. So proofread means like someone need to review your work, is it, so that you don't make any type of error, to ensure it is consistent, right? So if it's consistent, which means it will give you an accurate web pages, and when you will get an accurate web pages, it will also provide you a when it comes to quality, is also give you up quality things, right? But if you did some mistakes and everything, then your customer will not return to you again. Now comes to the 3, which is explain one reason why the spell checker may identify paper base as a spelling error. It's because this is when it comes to paper base, it's a name, right? So in dictionary they maybe have a separate word which is paper and a base, but when it comes to here, when you add the paper base in their dictionary, they don't have anything related to paper base, so that's why error will came up. And then add this type of answer and then resave your evidence file, right? So this is the end of our question paper, which is November 2024, paper 2. And subscribe and like to my channel if you like how I solve this question paper. And thank you for watching.